Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today, well, we're looking at something that's not very old, not classed as vintage, and we don't usually do anything that's less than 10 years old. But these particular figures released by Mattel are absolutely fantastic, and these ones are the variants. These are the battle armor variant figures from the Justice League. And the reason we've decided to do these is because we just think they are absolutely awesome figures, not easily findable like the standard DC Justice League figures, but these particular ones are more difficult as they were store exclusive figures. And this particular one we're looking at today is of obviously from the Justice League and is Aquaman. Now, the Justice League was an assembly of DC Comics heroes, very similar to the Avengers. The Marvel had the Avengers and DC had the Justice League, and the Justice League was put together by Batman and Superman, and the original members of the Justice. There were 7 original members of the Justice League, and they consisted of the Green Lantern, the Flash, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and the Martian Manhunter. They made their first appearance as a Justice League in the 1960 comic, The Brave and the Bold, which was number 28. And obviously since then there's been more characters come into the Justice League, so there's quite a big lump of, or a lump, I said, quite a big collection of superheroes. But this particular one we're looking at today is of Aquaman, and it is based on Aquaman as seen in the movie. And this is a card in front of us, and it says DC Justice League, and this was exclusive to Asda or Wallmart in the US, and it says Aquaman, and it is with battle armor. So it is the variant, the battle armor variants, not the standard Justice League figures. The standard Justice League figures you could get anywhere, but the battle armor ones were exclusive to stores, and this particular one was exclusive to Asda or Walmart. And there you can see the figure just behind the bubble, and at the bottom you've got the various logos of Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, Aquaman, the Flash, and I'm not quite sure who that other one is, a Green Lantern, I think. And it's got 3 and above, and the Mattel logo at the bottom, very bottom there as well. Okay, that's the front of the card. Let's turn the card around to the back and let's see if there is anything printed on the reverse. Okay, so I've turned the card around to the back, and there you can see an image of Aquaman dressed in his battle armor, and you've got all the relative images there. It says figures may not stand as shown. Colours and decorations may vary. Worn in small parts, not suitable for children under 3 years. 2007 Mattel, all rights reserved. Multiple different languages of the same things here, and you've got the copyright and licensing all information all there as well. And you've got the DC Comics, the Warner Brothers logo, the Mattel logo, and it says Mattel Canada Inc., made in China, and Justice League and all related characters and elements, copyright DC Comics and Warner Brothers Entertainment Inc. And it's item number FHL96 from assortment number FHL94, and you've got the barcode at the bottom there. Okay, so that is the back of the card. Not a great deal of information on the back there, but anyway, let's turn it back around to the front and let's have a look at the Aquaman himself. Okay, so I've zoomed right in on the figure there, and it's a pretty good likeness of Jason Momoa, who played Aquaman in the movie. Yeah, but then I think Aquaman was always supposed to look very much like that, with long hair and beard, so it'd be pretty much difficult to get it wrong. But if I zoom right in, it is a very, very good likeness. So yeah, I don't know whether it was intentional to be based on Jason Momoa, because I don't think the film came out until beginning of 2018, and these figures were produced in 2017. Probably was based on the movie, but obviously the production was done quite some time before that, so it probably was based on the movie and based on Jason Momoa. And it says with battle armor, and you can see there is his battle armor at the bottom there in the gold, and there you've got those lightning strips, which is the Atlantean blasters apparently. That's what they are. And there you can see Aquaman is dressed in his green and black attire there, and again it is a variant colour based on the non-battle armour colours. The non-battle armour ones he was dressed in different colour attire, so again these ones were pretty unique and only exclusive to Asda or Walmart in the US. So as usual, let's get some measurements of this figure. Let's bring him forward and let's measure him from the bottom. So we're looking at 15 centimeters, which is 6 inches, which is the average size of these figures. 6 centimeters across, and depth wise we're looking at about 3 centimeters. Yeah, so it is, even his boots are green. So you've got green and black attire there, almost like a jumpsuit with his belt in the middle. And then you've got the battle armor pieces on the side here, and those Atlantean, what are they called? Atlantean blasters, which plug onto the bottom of his suit there, as you can see. So, articulation wise, well, I mean, these it doesn't tell me what the articulation is on these, but I think they're about 10 or 12. So you've got the head, you've got the 1, 2, 3, 4 points of articulation on each arm actually. So you've got one right at the very top, you've got articulation at the top of the arm to turn it from side to side, you've got the elbow joint there as well, and you've got the hand joint. So it looks like there's 4 points of articulation. Actually, I could be wrong. That could be 3 points of articulation, because it looks like the elbow is on a ball joint. So I do actually think it's 3. So we've got 6 points of articulation on the arms. We've got the head, which is 7 points. We've got the waist there, which is 8. The top of the leg on either side makes 10. The knee joints makes 12, and the feet make 14. So it is 14 points of articulation, which I think was pretty much standard on all of these Justice League figures, whether they were the battle armor variants or not. Okay, so that is the figure. So unfortunately I can't remove it because it is still sealed in the packet, and we'd have to destroy the packet to remove the figure, but we can see it clear enough through the bubble, which is good enough. So how well did these figures do when on their release back in 2017? Well, bear in mind they were exclusive to Asda or Walmart store. They were done in limited numbers, as with all action figures. They're all produced in limited numbers, and they're run for a short amount of time before the manufacturers move on to the next wave of figures, and that is quite simply to maintain their collectability and their value. And this series was no exception. And obviously the battle armor exclusive figures are the rare variants of this whole DC Justice League range, and obviously they were difficult to find at the time, because you could only buy them through those particular stores, Asda in UK, Walmart in the US. Otherwise you couldn't get them anywhere else. I don't believe they were available online at the time either, so you had to go in store to find these figures. Okay, so let's move forward 8 years to current date, 2025. Do these figures come up very often on the platforms? Well, I don't know about the US platform, but certainly in the UK, the answer to that is no. I did have a good look around the platforms. I found lots and lots of the DC Justice League figures, but I think I only found one other Aquaman battle armor figure on the platform, and obviously one only demands a huge amount of money, Yeah, collectability is obviously very high, so they do demand a huge amount of money. There's also an awful lot of loose figures available on the platforms, but again, I couldn't see any of them in the battle armor. All the ones that were loose were the standard Justice League ones without the battle armor. So yes, they do come up on the platforms, but not as often as you would expect for a figure that's only 8 years old. And also, obviously, they're available in various different kinds of conditions, loose. And if you do intend to order one of these figures on the platforms, and you are looking for these rare battle armor ones, do be very careful, because a lot of the platforms use stock photographs, and you could be viewing a stock photograph and description, placing the order for one of those, and only to find that it's not available new, it's only available used. And what is used, they tend to switch to the cheapest used item, and that could just be just a loose figure with no attachments, no card, no packing, no nothing. So do be very careful, and if it says used, click on the used icon and have a read of what it says, because that's probably what you will be ordering if there's no new ones available. Now, Midas Touch, we do not believe in stock photographs. So what you actually see in our on our website is exactly the item that you will be receiving. And this particular item, we only have one of these particular figures, and this particular item is available on the Midas Touch website as of today. And you can get to the Midas Touch website very simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website, or you'll be able to find this and many other vintage DC Justice League items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive that this is something that you're not going to want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new items which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there is something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky that you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories. Well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful, wonderful Justice League Aquaman figure with me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next video. So bye for now.